Coffee put out a video a couple days ago. I'm actually surprised I didn't hear about this. Coffee put out a video about how we watched his video about gambling. You guys remember we saw his video about gambling, about how like the gambling industry is basically trying to inject itself into literally everything. Sports, obviously, politics. Well, now it looks like the gambling industry is trying to inject itself into your finances themselves. And this is fucking terrifying. And it's not going to be a pleasant topic, but it's something that we need to be aware of. That they're literally doing what they call gameonomics, which is a made-up fucking word to justify gambling, on literally your finances. So let's take a look, because I have no deep how this goes. Like I said, I saw like the first 30 seconds of it and went, oh shit, I gotta talk about this on stream.
Big tech is building a dystopia proudly and in the open in a way I've never seen before. It used to be tech companies would pretend like they were trying to do a good thing for the world. Now they're just openly investing in hyper-gamblification products in order to squeeze every last dime.
Yeah, like there's that fucking, like, they actually invented a word to make their scummy behavior seem legitimate. Gamification. This is a made-up word. This is a PR corporatized, invented word. Kind of like surprise mechanics in the gaming industry. It is a made-up word to basically justify injecting gambling. Yeah, how long has quote gamification existed, Zeb? Like maybe 10 years or something? And they're trying to justify, like, basically making everything a gamble. Literally making everything a gamble. Yeah, but again, how many years? How many years has gamification been around for? Like 10 years? About roughly 10 years? Does that sound about right? And it's like, you're going to tell me that they didn't create this, at least 20 that you know, to basically legitimize the gambling? You're gonna tell me that they didn't? It's not something related to corpos existed for way longer. Yeah, I don't know. But it's still a justification to inject gambling into literally fucking everything.
Every last dime out of you. Introducing, ladies and gentlemen, Covered, which was invested in by A16Z's Speedrun, and they say we disrupt personal finance through gamification, starting by letting people bet against their bills. Guys, you can now gamble on your credit card balance.
That's where I stopped. That is fucking scummy as hell. Bet against your bills. I don't know what exactly. I'm going to hazard a guess that you're going to be able to gamble on what you think your. This is a guess. I watched to this point and stopped and said, okay, I gotta watch this on stream. I have a very bad feeling that this is going to be gamble on what you think your bill is going to be for the month. And if you get it, you win big. If you lose, you're even deeper in debt than your already existing bills. It's worse. Oh, fuck me if it's worse.
If you're lucky enough and you win, you may get out of debt. If not, they're going to drive you further into it.
Welcome to Covered, where everyday finances become fun and rewarding. First, link your card through Plaid. Next, pick a transaction in-game for a chance to win it back. It's a fun way to make money management feel more like a game and less like a chore.
It's literally saying, okay, how much you think you're going to purchase at Walmart? Okay, you think you're going to purchase 96? Oh my God. This is insane. This is like, people like hated fucking Corpo now. You're playing to spin slots to see if you can remove your debt. It's not guessing. Spin the... Oh my god. Wait. Is this like you spend money on your... Oh god. Oh my god. You spent $96 on Walmart. Say you're gonna bet that to spin a fucking lottery. Oh, or spin a fucking slot machine. Oh, God. This is sick. This is fucking sick.
Sure.
I cannot even start to explain how gross and disgusting this is. This user puts it best and was retweeted by the official Covered account. A16Z backed Covered lets users get up to 100% cash back on credit card purchases by offering fun and interactive games of chance. I downloaded the app. It's just gambling. And the worst part is you can't even use the old, oh, don't invest what you can't afford to lose or whatever the gamble people say, because you're literally investing money you can't afford to lose, because by definition, you're already in debt if you're using their app. If you're gambling money on bills that you otherwise couldn't pay normally. Like, it's like, hey, am I going to pay rent this month, or am I going to try to just kind of risk it all for a quick flip on Covered? I mean, this product is straight out of a dystopian sci-fi novel where people are flipping a coin on their rent. I mean, we're one.
Wait. Am I understanding this correctly? That this app is saying, well, you owe $137 on your Amex bill, and you could either pay that or put that towards gambling and try and like double it, and then your bill is covered. Am I understanding this correctly? Like, okay, it knows you have credit card debt of $137. So this gambling thing is saying, okay, do you want to bet $137 on the slot machine? And if you win, you'll debt double, and if you lose, you're now even deeper in fucking debt? That's fucking predatory as hell. I think you can do partial payments, not the entire thing. Regardless, it's fucking predatory as shit. At a point in time where people financially are really fucking hurting, this is unbelievably predatory and this should not be allowed. This kind of shit should not be allowed. It's disgusting.
A quick flip on Covered. I mean, this product is straight out of a dystopian sci-fi novel where people are flipping a coin on their rent. I mean, we're one step away from that. And this just proudly invested in. But of course, it doesn't stop there. You also have Cheddar, the TikTok of sports wagering.
We knew about this one.
We're building.
We know about this one.
Sports wagering. Legal in 20 more states than DraftKings. Accessible for 18 to 21-year-olds.
I don't know if you're noticing the pattern here. It's just innovating on gambling, making it better. How can we tap more into consumers?
God.
Oh, they're in debt? Well, let's just let them gamble on their debt. Let's just kind of push it one layer forward. I mean, eventually it's like, hey, gamble your kidney. Hey, you can't get out of debt. We'll let you.
I mean, that's literally the premise behind Repo Man. What he just described is like you get an organ transplant and you finance your fucking organs, and when you can't pay because the company like skews the payments to basically that, so you can't pay unless you're super rich, and so then the repo men go and kill you and take the organs back to the company. That's like in a roundabout way, that's kind of what Coffee just described.
Finance it with an optional operation. Of course, we can't forget the Y Combinator app called Chad, which is an IDE that embraces the idea
that
basically they're just putting Stake and TikTok and Tinder inside of your code editor. just in case you're being too productive, now you can gamble. I don't even understand. Does big tech have any more good ideas? Is it just like, hey, how do we make gambling more addictive? How do we get into more people's wallets with gambling? I don't understand.
Well, Microviper, that is going to be the next step. That is coming. We've seen, we joke about, with slavery being an elite in the empire, an elite that they have slaves. That's literally what it is. It is debtor slavery that you can eventually work your way out of and earn your way out of slavery. We aren't going that route. We are going to be making a return to an indentured servitude. We're heading that way. With the way that these companies are dealing with debt, now it's like gamble under fucking debt. Indentured servitude will be making a comeback in probably the next, 20 to 30 years at the rate we're going. In 20 or 30 years, we could literally see a return, yes, to feudalism. We could. That's the direction that we're heading. We're going to start hearing about companies basically if you are so far in debt with them, they'll say, okay, you can come work in our sweatshop for the next 5 years and we'll forgive your debt. And it's going to literally become indentured servitude. It's coming. Though with the way things are progressing, unless there's a massive change happening, it is coming.
When big tech stopped pretending to have, some utopian view and we're like, that seems too hard. Let's just do the dystopia where we make a lot more money. Of course, it's not just A16Z either. I also wanted to point out this Reuters report showing that Meta, aka Facebook, 10% of their revenue, which is like a huge chunk of it, supposedly comes from ads for scams. Like straight up, ads for scams and banned.
Okay, this is nothing shocking. This is not shocking. Meta for God knows how many years. Probably for the last couple of decades, Meta has been making their money from scam ad revenue. And Cortez is right. Google is even worse. All of these major companies that earn money from ad revenue, Meta, TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, all of them, they count on scam ad revenue for their business. So this is honestly not shocking at all. It's not shocking at all. YouTube does it. YouTube's got YouTube all the time. You guys have probably seen it. YouTube has ads for banned products, illegal products, scam products. Every major social media company makes what would probably be a surprising amount of revenue from scam ads. Absolutely.
Goods. This is their internal reporting. They were going to make $16 billion for running advertising for scams. Yep. Now, I should note, these are from accounts which Meta's own system has flagged. This report is absolutely staggering and shows the extent to which Facebook's like, hey, fraud? Our platform. Make sure you're using our platform. I'm happy to say that in their own internal reporting, Meta said,
"This is some dangerous guano chooms. I hate this corpo cap fest. Gambling on bills is height of stupidity."
Yeah, it is. And I don't ever want to hear about any of you guys gambling on your bills. I don't want to hear about a single one of you getting into this gambling on your bills shit. You shouldn't be gambling in the first place. The only gamba I am allowing is channel point gamba. That's the only kind of gamba that I will allow in my stream. Tanashi, do not make me balk you.
That you are less likely to be able to advertise scams on Google, although that definitely happens. But they say it's easier to advertise scams on Meta platforms, concluded an internal Meta review.
Warthog, I think it's still too much in its infancy for Caleb to get flooded by people who are doing this. If this really takes off, then yes, I do think that we could see an increase in people going on Caleb's show that are gambling addicts. We saw it. We saw it. The one guy that's a gambling addict. I think the way that gambling keeps getting pushed like this, I do think that there may end up being an increase on his show for it. Yes.
So, like, their own people are like, yeah, it's super easy to scam with us. We got the scammers on our platform. And if you've been on Facebook, you know this to be true, of course. But I want to point out that the company says that they do ban advertisers, but only if its automated systems predict the marketers are at least 95% certain to be committing fraud, which is like really hard to be that certain. But if the company's less certain but still believes the advertiser is likely a scammer, Meta charges higher ad rates as a penalty. So they're squeezing the scammers for more money for the privilege to be advertising their scams on Meta. So I just found this report staggering and just further points to my whole hypothesis, which is like, maybe big tech is out of ideas and they've given up the whole idea of like, hey, maybe we're going to be this utopian, we're going to push for a better tomorrow. Now, we're saying, hey.
No, it's not that they're out of ideas. They just know that scummy behavior like this earns them more money. That's what it boils down to. Like injecting gambling into everything nets them a higher payout than actually trying to benefit humanity. And I know this is going to shock you. Corporations only care about money. They don't care about anything else. So yes, they're going to go with this because it's faster, much more higher volumes of profit than actually doing, beneficial technological advancements that will net them a lower profit margin in the end. That's literally all it boils down to.
Let's invest in the future. And what is the future? The future is covered. The future is we're disrupting personal finance. I love that. It's a great way to put it. You're disrupting personal finance, all right, by letting people bet against their bills. That's their tagline. Oh my gosh. What is our world coming to? These are the products we're pushing. This is what we're making.
Oh my God, I just realized what this is. You know where we're headed, chat. Do you know where we're headed? Stephen King fucking predicted this. Literally, Stephen King predicted this decades ago while writing under the pseudonym of Richard Bachman. Yup. Running Man. Nope. Microviper got it right. This is what we are literally headed for, Running Man. Because the whole concept of Running Man is that the general populace was in massive decline. It was a dystopian future where 95% of the people were like dirt poor. Not like, yes, there's a lot of people that are like low income or living poverty right now. I'm talking about there was like actual food crises. Cities were dystopian. There was constant food riots everywhere. And the one shred of hope for someone to actually get ahead was to go on on the network TV, which basically ran fucking everything. It was effectively speaking the de facto government, and so it the game shows were people's way to get out of poverty. This is by going on a game show that basically would kill them, and this is literally it. It's just without the it kills them part. It's literally turning into fucking Running Man. Oh, you're absolutely buried in debt and there's no way out of it? Gamble on your bills. And instead of getting killed, you're just going to go even deeper into debt. It's basically the same goddamn thing.
Making happen. Things don't just happen for no reason. Like, people have to do things. There's a view of the world which is like some things are inevitable, and I get that some people view it that way. But there's also a view of the world that we collectively make things happen by investing in things, by putting our time and energy towards things. And the very fact that we are apparently putting money towards Covered, it's in a cohort with A16Z for development, is just like, it's just so sad. It's like, this is the future we're building. That's the crazy thing. This isn't just happening. We're building it. We're making sure that cheddar, the TikTok of sports wagerings happen. We're making sure people are gambling on their bills. We're making sure that if you're going to scam, you're scamming on Meta's platform. right? So they can make a few billion more dollars. Actually, not a few, $16 billion more. So yeah, unfortunately, our future appears to be scams and gambling, brought to you by your big tech overlord.
Are you referring to that movie from the early 80s starring Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Yes, E4. Before it was a Schwarzenegger movie, and before they rebooted it a few weeks ago, it started off as a novella written by Stephen King, writing under the pseudonym of Richard Bachman. That's how it began. The movie that just recently came out, the reboot of it, was actually somewhat closer to the original novel than the Schwarzenegger movie. The Schwarzenegger movie did not share too much with the original novella. The new one does, but they screwed up the new one even worse. But yeah, that's what it is.
But at least they're making money, right? At least they're making more money. So, yeah, I just wanted to talk about this. It's a very sad pattern, and it should stop. But it won't.
Yeah, so Dystopia incoming. Fucking hell. I'm telling you, indentured servitude is coming. It is coming.